Welcome back to Good Morning Football. Will Selva inside the NFL Network newsroom. Corner Vernon Hargreaves came into the league as the 11th overall pick of the 2016 draft. And with this designation, there was a lot of promise that he would lock down one side of the field for years to come in Tampa. But that promise never was realized. As such, the Bucs waived Hargreaves. The move comes as no surprise after head coach Bruce Arians benched him from a lack of hustle. Back during OTAs, you may or may not recall, Arians kept Hargreaves out of a session, believing he wasn't ready to participate. General Manager Jason Licht called the move in the best interest of the team. Hargreaves appearing in 26 games in less than 4 seasons with the Bucs. Hargreaves' time is up, and so is veteran linebacker Preston Browns in Cincinnati. The Bengals waiving Brown after signing him to a 3-year contract this past offseason. He appeared in all 9 games with the Bengals this season. Brown is looking for work, but nose tackle Domata Peko found gainful employment in Baltimore, this according to NFL Network's Tom Pelissero. Peko signing a 1-year deal with $700,000 guaranteed with the potential to earn $300,000 in incentives. In 2-1 career starts for the Bengals and Broncos, he has 585 total tackles, 20 sacks, and 14 pass deflections. Tom also reporting Raiders defensive back LaMarcus Joyner is expected to miss up to a few weeks with a hamstring injury, but it's not believed to be season-ending. Thus far, he has 40 tackles in 9 games. Their secondary was already thin with safeties Jonathan Abram and Carl Joseph already on injured reserve. The Browns, or the Raiders rather, look to keep their playoff hopes alive this weekend when they take on the Bengals. Oakland has made the playoffs only once over the past 17 seasons, so don't look now, but here come the Raiders.
Yes.
Kyle, the director.
Thank you, Will. We'll talk Raiders later, but now it's time for us to express ourselves. Thank you, Will, and good morning. Good morning, world. My name is Steven. This is my coffee shop, and this is my passion. I don't do this to make ends meet. I do it to make friends meet. And I like my friends to meet in the playoffs. You know, I've seen it all over the years. I had people coming in here. I had the Broncos here, 2011. It went from 2-5 to Tebow Mania to the playoffs. Back in 2000, I was a kid. Jim Fossil was in there, and I had to tell him, Jim, this team is going to the playoffs. Wake up! And so are you guys. These people in front of me are going to the playoffs. I see everybody coming in here. They're dragging, they're tired, they're exhausted. You little wake me up. And let me start with a familiar patron of this establishment, Cleveland. Let me guess, Cleveland, you want some kind of hazelnut praline cinnamon latte or something like that? Wake up, I'm talking to you, my man. How are you feeling this morning?
I don't know, man. I just feel like I want to hibernate to next season. Between the Browns having a terrible preseason to the postseason, these guys are never in it. We went from LeBron to LeBaker, the bust. I mean, I like the commercials, but this season's been the opposite of progressive. Is there any hope?
All right, let's work on your flow a little bit here. Let me try to pick this one up. I'm always caffeine, as you know. All right, you know the Cynthia Freeland. We love her on the network, on the NFL Network. She says you've got a 32.8 chance of making the playoffs, which is roughly the same percentage of you not making a joke about black coffee during this segment. 32.8. But here's the thing. Let's look at the schedule, all right? You're going to have to win out. And here's the thing. What's the biggest problem that you have? You got to face Lamar. You got to face the Ravens. You already dealt with Lamar. You already dealt with him. It's fine, all right? You're going to win out. Just beat the Bills, and you turn the corner. 4 teams have gone from 3-6 to the playoffs ever. You guys can do it. Another Heisman winner did it, too. RG3 did it. Does that mean anything to you? What's the biggest problem? Like I said, here's the thing, too. I got special insight on this, all right? I go deep inside. I don't just look at the schedule. Cleveland native Machine Gun Kelly is hosting his annual Double Xmas concert right before that game, all right? Right before that. So I know the entire city is going to be rabid for that. Look at that. Also, Baker, big Star Wars guy. 2 days before that Ravens game, The Rise of Skywalker comes out. That's Nerd Super Bowl. And is there a better candidate to embrace the dark side than Baker Mayfield? He basically told his fans this weekend to shut up when he's on offense. That's perfect. Embrace the dark side. And again, not a joke. What I'm telling you is, you've got a shot. Wow. And I'm telling you this, when it's all done, I've got this image. I can see it. Let's all see it together. When he's completed the journey, I can see it all now, Baker.
It's been a good run. You know what? We said that any team can do that, and we just have to put it all together, put the little things together, and it's been a good ride.
That's him going into the playoffs, guys. It's that simple. Now, it's funny here because I recognize this guy. I recognize the guy in the green hat. I'll get to him in a second.
Yeah.
But you, my friend, I've not seen here for a while.
I'm just so happy I finally found a place where people are just as miserable as me, because I gotta tell you, I moved to New York from Chicago, came to Williamsburg where we are. There's 3 of us living in a studio apartment, and everybody's a Bears fan. It's my friends from Chicago, and everyone's on like cloud 9 because they beat the Lions. And I'm like, they beat Drev Driscoll. Like, let's not, like, this is not the season. I dragged my dad out of the northwest side of Chicago, took the traffic on the I-90 to get him down there to watch them lose to the Packers in a Super Bowl atmosphere. This season for the Bears is down in the dumps, so I'm miserable about it.
All right, well, you and your father, Chester, let's get you a half double caffeinated half cap, okay? Oh, he comes in here all the time. Great guy, Chester. All right, here's the deal. 31.1% chance. 31.1% chance of getting in. Roughly the same chance of you saying the Saints have problems even if they lose by 100 this weekend. Roughly the same chance. Let's look at the schedule, Chicago. You can win every game here. What are you worried about, all right? You already have the Vikings number in Week 17. We know that's a wrap. The Chiefs have problems. Let's look at the Lions. Certainly on Thanksgiving, the Lions have lost 2 Thanksgiving games in a row. And frankly, Tariq Cohen and Mitch Trubisky have to play well, right? It's on a day devoted to Little Smokies and Biscuits. That is their day. Another thing, before that Week 14 game against the Cowboys, Cirque du Soleil comes. Whoa!
Okay.
Matt Nagy. Big circus guy. Big, has 4 sons. They're going to hit it. He's going to be inspired offensively. David Montgomery is going to stand on Allen Robinson's head, skull to skull, like those freaks in the spandex at the show. They are going to win. You want to know history?
Yeah.
I know history. People come in here all the time. 2015 Chiefs.
Okay.
What do you got?
2015 Chiefs. They started 1-5. They started 1-5. Keep it down. Keep it down. 2015 Chiefs started 1-5. All right. They made the playoffs. Take a guess who the offensive coordinator was on that team. Mr. Matthew Nagy. Wow. He has been there before. He is doing it. What I am telling you, my friend,
give me the comeback!
got a shot. And once you take that shot,
did you drink this?
I can see it. I can see it all going down after that Week 17 win after the Vikings. Here's going to be your Bears. We figured we could double our profit if at night we go to Cosmic Coffee with black lights and stuff. There's nothing like watching the Bears celebrate to stock techno music.
Nice.
Lastly, my friend, there's you.
Yeah. Hey, look.
You've been coming here for years.
Yeah.
This is our Cliff Clavin here at the bar.
All these guys come to coffee shops, ironically. I've literally been in this coffee shop since 1982. I listen to Joe and Evan every morning on WFAN.
Sure.
Then I listen to Francesa. I'm done. I'm out. And yet, you're telling me I got a chance this season? What do you got for me?
Did you hear the franchise quarterback? First of all, I'm going to start with the bad news. No iced coffee for you. I think you've had enough. I'm cutting you off. We refuse the right to reserve service, whatever it is. I'm going to shoot you straight. Cynthia Freeland, again, regular, comes in here. She says you got a 0.9% chance, which honestly I don't think is that bad. 0.9, you'll take it. It's actually not bad. 0.9, the same percentage that you're not going to insist we all watch some kind of Ken Burns documentary and get mad at us when we don't.
But it's really good.
Let's look at the schedule, Jets. All right, you got to win a bunch of these games. In fact, you have to win all of these games, every single one, and you need some help. Actually, you need all of the help. Too much to name, but here, let me give you the greatest hits, all right? You need a ton of Bills and Steelers losses, and Titans, and Jaguars, and Colts. But this is fun, because then you get to root for like five or six teams every week, and you know how much New Yorkers like rooting for teams outside of the city, so that'll be really, also a couple nuggets, all right? You need the Dolphins to beat the Browns in Week 12. As crazy as that sounds, it happens to be Ryan Fitzpatrick's birthday on that particular day. And trust me, for a 37-year-old guy, you love the birthday.
Okay.
All the kids, the guy's wearing an ironic netted hat. He fit in perfectly here. I think that's a win for Miami. Also, check this out. This is deep. You think I don't go deep? Everybody comes in. Week 17 at Buffalo. That is the last weekend of the indoor holiday farmers market in Buffalo, which means no more fresh quality cantaloupe for Josh Allen like they have at home. I think he's going to be down in the dumps and bumming. That thing ends right there. And lastly, last time the Jets made the playoffs, 2010. Most popular song, TikTok by Kesha. Hottest app on the planet right now, TikTok. I think it is all not a coincidence. If you celebrate the music of Kesha with a $sign or not in the middle.
Of course I'm a Kesha fan.
Because you're money, and so is Sam Darnold. What I'm saying is, and I don't think you need it, you got a shot.
Yeah!
And I can even see it now at the end of this season as they're going into the playoffs.
Yeah.
The miracle of miracles, Adam Gase is even going to smile.
Oh, fantasy game generator.
He's not smiling yet, Nate. Where he says it.
Yeah.
Come on, Adam.
Smile?
It's under the beard.
I think he is smiling.
I think this
On
is
the
Adam
inside.
Gase's version of like a full Joker smile under the beard. This is as close as we've ever gotten.
Yeah.
Do you guys feel like you came in here dragging,
Yeah.
you're whining
So
about
happy.
this? Do you guys feel a little bit better? Do you have some sort of wake me up?
I was listening to everything that you said, man, and I really like your tips.
Okay, yes, thank you very much. We do accept tips,
Oh my
so to
God.
speak. You're not a guy who says espresso, right? It's espresso, right?
Espresso.
Right. And you guys are on the playoff espress. I'm glad I could do my job in raising you up. We'll be open all day.
Steven, you're the best.
Thank you. Anytime, man.
I still live in a
Talk is
shoebox
cheap.
with
No,
four
but you know
people, but I
what?
mean,
They
at
made
least
a
the Bears
television
maybe
show out of
kind
it.
of
It
sort
was
of
great.
might win a game or two for the rest
I
of
would
the
hope so.
season.
And don't tell me I'm the best. Put it in the tip jar.
Hey, you got
Talk
any-
is cheap, okay? Come on.
You got any brownies back there?
Yeah, I do, actually. Hold on. The double room. Secret button under here.
What were the Ravens doing with the 3 Heisman winners in the backfield? They're certainly not moping around at the old Steven Espresso
No,
shop.
they can come in, though. We rave sometimes.
Raven.
God, that's crazy.